And who stopped us from obeying the truth? And
Mm,
and and the thing I tried to highlight with the students, notice that you had already received the ability to
right,
obey the truth.
right,
Don't let that slip.
right, right. That's good.
Don't let that slip. You
Hmm.
have been given the ability and the authority to obey the truth.
Right.
And, and somehow or another, when time comes to bail, we want to bail.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because
And then scratch our heads wonder where that came from.
right. Yeah, because we know.
Yeah,
We know good and evil.
right.
We know.
And don't act like we don't.
Yeah, we know how to oppose God from within ourselves.
Right, right. I mean,
That's last week
that,
coming up.
yeah, that's not see that's not, but it's not something that just snuck up on you. No,
No, no.
you've been in that environment the whole time, and see, we try to live our lives like we ain't lived over there. We ain't lived over there.
Oh yeah.
We just pick and choose the spots
Hmm.
and our recollections, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
We've been exposed to a whole pile of stuff.
Right.
It's out, and it's I, I think it was Jesus said in one of his parables, like in the dragnet, they pull
Hmm.
out the good and the bad,
Right.
and all the household. And he uses each accordingly,
Yeah.
because it's not like we're not exposed to them.
Right. Right. But yeah, nah, I mean, I've been hearing so much stuff. It's crazy because I was like, where do you start? But then it's something that stood out to me today, and it's more like a discussion starter. I was listening to over in Numbers, and this isn't like what jolted my thought process, but something I was listening to yesterday. Now I can't remember what it was, but today I'm over in Numbers, and it just came to me, man. Like, let me see. But I can just say it. What a privilege. What a privilege we have to just be here. Just being here. Like we don't look at it being here as a privilege, but it's a privilege to be here. It's an outright privilege to be here on the earth, taking a breath moment by moment
At the current time,
at the current time. Despite what's going on around us,
right?
it's a privilege to be here. And I think it was the conversation, and it was the conversation between, and then I'll come back over to number 16 of when Korah, Dathan, and Abiram rebelled against uh rebelled against Moses. It was when Numbers 12, and I'll read it. It says Numbers 12:1, Miriam and Aaron began to talk against Moses because of his Cushite wife, for he had married a Cushite. Um, and then this is what they asked. They said, "Has the Lord spoken only through Moses?" They asked. "Hasn't he also spoken through us?" And the Lord heard this. Now Moses was very humble man, more humble than anyone else on the face of the earth. This is 3:4. At
Yeah,
once,
I got you.
yeah, once the Lord said to Moses, Aaron, and Miriam, come out of the tent of meeting, all three of you. So the three of them went out. Then the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud. He stood at the entrance of the tent and summoned Aaron and Miriam. When the two of them stepped forward, he said, listen to my words. When I was a when there was a prophet among you, when there is a prophet among you, I, the Lord, reveal myself to them in visions. I speak to them in dreams. But this is not true of my servant Moses. He is faithful in all my house. With him I speak face to face, clearly, and not in riddles. He sees the form of the Lord. Why then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? The anger of the Lord burned against them, and he left them. When the cloud lifted from above the tent, Miriam's skin was leprous. Now, I read all that in its entire because I'm gonna contextualize it, but immediately listening to this a couple days ago just hit me like a ton of bricks. It's a privilege to be here. It's a privilege to be here. Then 4 chapters later, you see Korah doing the same thing. Korah, son of Ishar, the son of Kohath. This is 16:1, the son of Levi, and certain Reubenites, Dathan and Abiram, sons of Eliab, and son of Peleth, became insolent and rose up against Moses. With them were 250 Israelite men, well-known community leaders who had been appointed members of the council, mm, entitled. They came as a group to oppose Moses and Aaron, and they said to them, you have gone too far. The whole community is holy. They declared this, every one of them. The Lord is with them. Why then do you set yourself above the Lord's assembly? That's all I read there. But we all know what happened to the three of them and all of their families. The earth opened up and swallowed them because they rose up against Moses. And I can hear you, not you, but I hear like, okay, people listening, well, what does this have to do with you saying it's a privilege to be here? Well, it's a privilege to be here on earth because God distinctly put us here to be used by him. It's a privilege. Unknowingly, it's a privilege for us to be here, to be used by him for whatever it is that he wants to do. I asked him the question. I said, and this was a long time ago. I mean, like, I don't even remember when I asked the question, brother, but I'm going to ask it so then now to start coming into perspective of what I'm getting to. Like I asked God, I said, man, God, you rose up Pharaoh to show your destruction, but he didn't ask to be here. Why would you put him here just to show your wrath? Like sometimes we don't consider, like if God only wanted people to be here that's for him, then why not just put people here that's going to make the choice to be free? Why not? He never gave me the answer until this week. I asked that a long time ago. It was as if I felt within me that God wronged them for putting them here so that he could show his wrath through them. But then God showed me something on the flip side. See, there's some things that we don't see. And obviously, I wasn't mature enough then to hear what God has to say to me today, or not even today, but it was today. It made it clearer to me today. But I heard it a couple days ago was the privilege. You don't see through the lens of the privilege of being here. It's like making something. And he gave me this picture this morning, making a bottle. I made this bottle to be used, put water in it. But guess what I do once I'm done with the bottle? And then I throw it away. That's what I do with it. I dispose of it. I'm done using it. But nobody ever looks at the bottle and says, why did you do that to the bottle? What did the bottle do to deserve you crushing it and disposing of it? Nobody looks at the thing that was created as something to be disposed of. It is no longer useful for me on this earth until we came up with a way to recycle them. We just disposed of it. It was of no value to us anymore. And it's not just the bottle. It's old cars. It's houses. It's old buildings. We build them up, then we tear them down. Then we rebuild right there. We build it up, we tear it down, then we rebuild right there. God said something, and all of this is tying together. He said something to Moses in it was either Leviticus. Yeah, I think it was in Leviticus. Yeah, it was in Leviticus. And I was reading this the other day. And he said to him, he said, don't do all of these sinful things that the people in the land was doing, because this is the reason why I'm getting rid of them. God put them there for a purpose. And then they started going against what God wanted them to do. So then guess what? I'm gonna get rid of them. And I'm going to bring some more people here. And then he even tells the children of Israel, when they continue to persist it to sin against him, you know what he said? Okay, I'm going to lay waste everybody that is 20 and older. And then I'm going to give the promised land to their children, to your children. This is God saying, I created you and I can destroy you. But why does that come to come to me as a privilege? Because I'm gonna tell you, the fact that he put you here to be used by him is a privilege. Unknowingly, you are not aware that God put you here. See, when you look at it through the lens of just being here and enjoying everything that here has to offer, that's a privilege. It's like having a child, bringing them into a home that's great with a whole lot of money, and all they get to do is enjoy it. They don't know how hard mommy and daddy works to get it. No, all they do is enjoy it. We didn't put the air here. We didn't put the food here. We didn't put anything here that is of value to us. All we get to do is enjoy it. And that is a privilege. And then when God says, okay, the privilege has been taken, you are no longer, for whatever reason, deserving to be here, or your time here is up, and now you have to leave here. Like, because nobody, this is another point as a wise of privilege. I'm gonna go over here because nobody wants to leave. Nobody. Even the people that off themselves, they don't want to leave. They're trying to escape the people that are coming against them. It was people that drove them to this, not not the world, not the earth. It's like, oh, this earth sucks. Nobody says the earth sucks. It's the conditions that the people have drawn upon them. And that's what folks them to leave. Even the bad situations. We grew up without food. I didn't want to kill myself because I was hungry. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard a person say, I'm gonna kill myself because I'm hungry. I'm gonna go kill myself because I don't have the clothes you have. No, usually it's because of what some person did to them that drives them into thinking, oh, I'm going to kill myself.
Isn't
I
that something?
lose. Isn't that something? Yeah. It's what somebody did to them. Or the pride of losing my job and losing my status.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It's those things. But anywho, back to the point. These conditions, we're so stuck on the conditions of
right?
being here that we lose sight that we don't have to
To
be here.
be, we don't have to be here.
We don't have to be here. I never, I, when I used to hear people say it's a blessing to be here, I never really looked at it as a blessing to be here. But now I understand why they're saying it's a blessing because we have all of the things here on earth at our disposal to use it however we want to use it and keep living day by day unknowingly of God and do whatever it is that we want while God is watching. That is a privilege. That is a privilege. We could care less about God and we do whatever we want, and God just allows us to. He permits it, whatever. God has a standard. God has structure. God has decrees, but yet he allows us to be here and walk against them. He allows it. He permits
But
it.
look at how long it takes for us to realize it.
Well, yeah, our deathbed, when the privilege has been revoked. Now we come into grips. When sickness is driving us to death, now we're coming
Yeah.
to grips. Oh man, the most important thing, I used to think it was money. Now I realize it's my health. Now you realize it's your health. Privilege,
Yeah, that's the privilege.
privilege, because you have the privilege of having good health. So you never have to think about not having it.
Not having it.
You have the privilege of being here until it's time for you to leave. You never have to think about not being here. Oh, you see all these people around you dying, but yeah, not me. It's a privilege. And that's where the story comes in. Story comes in with Miriam coming against Moses because see, that was a privilege. It was a privilege for them to be in the position that they were in. And then God says, but it's an honor to know me in your privilege. It's an honor. You have the honor of knowing God while you are on this earth. That's honorary. See, we don't honor God, so we don't look at it as honorable to
Right.
know God. We don't deem it as honorable to
No.
know God. And this is why this is so key with them speaking against Moses, because they didn't look at it as an honor for God to use Moses. No, that wasn't honorable. No, no, because they were better. See, they
Yeah.
lost sight of the privilege and the honor. They lost sight that it's a privilege, one, for me to be here. I don't have to be. They lost sight. It's an honor for me to know God while I'm here
I'm here.
serving out my privilege. It's an honor because the honor of knowing God puts the privilege into perspective. I realize God put me here for his purpose. See how that ties in together? See what I mean? Knowing God, I don't understand the honor of being here serving out my privilege. I don't even realize it's a privilege until it's time for me to leave. These two terms I'm just juggling between, but the whole truth of the matter is when you understand that it is a privilege and an honor, you understand that you have a role. Have a
Yeah.
role. Have a role. I have a
And,
role
and the responsibility.
and a responsibility for the role that I have. And that's all coinciding. Understanding my role helps me understand my responsibility. Because of my roles, there are certain decrees and laws that I must follow within my role.
Right. Right.
God is going to hold me accountable for what I do, for filling out my role. And this is why when God says, Pharaoh, for this reason that I've put you here, this is the reason that I put you here. This is why it's still a privilege. It's still a privilege because he designed Pharaoh to be here. It's a privilege. Whether Pharaoh liked it or not, Pharaoh got to enjoy all of the Pharaoh things that made him Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, right.
Dishonoring, though, the knowledge of God. He dishonored it.
See, when you first started this, I turned over to Ecclesiastes 3,
Yeah. Hmm.
the time for everything.
I'm for everything.
See,
Hmm.
and you realize the end of it is the purpose of God.
Hey,
The end of it is the
the
purpose of God,
end of it is the purpose of God. And see, when you know
right? When you know the purpose,
Pharaoh,
now you know God.
now you know God. See,
Yeah,
Pharaoh didn't know. He didn't know God. So he didn't feel like it was a privilege. Think about this. God says he chastens them that he loves.
right.
See, you're on the side of, oh, man, that's a bad thing. No, it's not a bad thing that God is
No, yeah, it's a good thing.
chastising Pharaoh. He's trying to get Pharaoh to see that he's God. I missed it. It's a privilege for you to be here.
Yeah, right.
It's an honor for you to know that I'm God
And it's
while you're here.
amazing when you stop and think about the millions and billions of people who existed here, never knowing,
Ever
never know, missed the whole point.
missed it, missed it entirely. We're over here jockeying for position.
Right, amongst the nobodies.
Monks, plastic bottles that's going
Litter,
to be destroyed
litter, litter.
after its use. What are
Yeah,
you doing? You're
back
literally
to back to that question.
right,
What are you doing? Why are you here?
right. What are you doing here, Elijah?
What are you doing?
Jockeying for a position?
And there was God. There was God sort of nudging him.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you doing here? I said,
What are you doing here, Elijah?
"Hmm,
You're conjuring up things on your own.
yeah.
Yeah, you're not sticking to the script.
And then have to be bailed out.
Now I gotta bail you out. Now I gotta
Literally, literally bail
literally
you out.
bail him out. Set you back on the right path.
Right?
Get you going in the direction that it was always intended for you to go. For
Hmm.
this reason I raised you up, Pharaoh. Show you who I
Yeah.
am. That's see, this is what we miss.
See, I wouldn't put you under the condemnation of you having to find out on your own
Right.
who I am.
No. But see, we think God didn't put us here for him to show us who he is. This is what he's saying to all of us. Whether it's wrath, grace, mercy, love,
He's showing
but
himself.
he's showing you who he is. Believe him. That's what we say. Somebody show you who they are. Believe them. Believe
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Don't war against him.
Or against them. Believe them. Okay, Lord. Okay.
Yeah.
And that, that, oh my gosh. You talking about scales dropping off my eyes. And I'm like, man, Lord, it is a privilege to be here. These people having the audacity to come against Moses like they had a say.
Mhm.
First of all, you didn't put him here. You don't have a say, ma'am, sir. You don't have a say. So why are you questioning him? You don't have a say. And this goes for anything God has placed in
How did,
authority.
was it Jesus that said that? Was it Jesus that said, "Who are you to question another man's servant"?
You don't know. We can
Who
look it
said
up.
that?
We can look it
Who,
up.
who said that
Don't know.
about questioning another man's servant?
That I don't know.
What? I wanted to buy me a concordance.
Yeah, that's Romans 14:4. It says, judge
Paul,
another's household servant. Before his own Lord, he stands or he fall or
right?
he
He stands or he
falls.
falls. Yeah,
And he will stand because the Lord is able to make him
able to
stand.
make him stand. Yeah,
Romans 14:4, that's Paul. But it's the whole point of it all is it's you stepping outside of what you were put here to do.
getting off your post.
Exactly. We
Getting
started
off
out
your
talking
post.
about that. It's you.
Getting off your post.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
This is what
you're not on your post.
you're not on your post. This is what you're called here to do.
Right,
You shouldn't even
right,
try to transport yourself into somebody else's
right,
life because
right.
that's not what God put you here to do.
Paul said in another place, you compare yourself with yourselves, and
And
that's
that's
not
not
right.
us.
And
Not
then and then try to understand or grasp why aren't you content?
exactly.
You haven't comprehended who you are yet.
No,
Worrying about somebody else.
it's because you don't have the visual that it is a privilege
Right.
for you to be here.
To be who you are
Yeah,
and your set of circumstances.
exactly. You
The
didn't
the uniqueness
design
of
you.
you, the uniqueness of you.
Yeah, yeah. You were handpicked, literally
Right. Right.
handpicked.
Absolutely. Fine tuned for the Pacific task.
Right, right. Yeah.
And God forbid if we have that kind of unique thinking of ourselves.
Oh yeah,
Because if we started thinking that uniquely about ourselves, we realize that we have a unique creator,
yeah, yeah,
and not just a haphazard creator,
yeah,
a purposeful
yeah.
creator.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and see all that stuff been going on from since time evermore.
Hmm.
And then we wonder why we have such a mess.
Yeah.
Such a
Yeah.
mess.
Yeah.
I was telling my wife tonight. I
Mm,
said, every night on the news they show a riot like they did back in the 50s and the 60s,
mm,
and uh, and then holler about law and order
right.
as a reason to justify their unjust treatment
It,
of the
it,
so-called rioters. And
yep.
whatever. It just keeps playing itself over and over and
Yeah,
over
yeah.
and over again.
You're reciprocating the
Right,
foolishness.
and I was telling, I said, that's all we can do is do what we know.
That's it.
That's all we can do.
That's
What's been
it.
handed down to us. That's all we know.
That's it.
Why we
Chaos.
think why we thinking more highly of ourselves than we are. That's
Yeah.
what we do. We oppress one another. We don't
Hmm.
love one another. We oppress one another.
Right.
We so busy trying to exalt ourselves.
Hmm. Yep.
But this is good, Corey. This is good. This is extremely good because what I mentioned this to the class yesterday.
Hmm.
I said, it's the fulfillment of the law
Mm.
is loving one another.
Yeah.
If my job is to exalt you, to put you before me, where are we getting all our problems?
Right. Right.
Wh- Why 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 is it that we have no love?
Right.
I mean, absolutely have none
Right.
because we refuse to exalt our Creator's creation,
Right.
and
Right.
it's just unreal. And back to your point about knowing God, well, obviously we don't know Him.
No. No.
See, obviously we don't have a clue,
Nope.
but we
Nope.
always we always collecting ourselves in a group that's supposed to know Him.
Right. Right. Right.
Our ignorance is sad.
Yeah. It is.
Very, very sad.
Yeah.
God has a purpose.
It has a purpose.
Yeah, He has. And I remember listening to a song the other day that the Hawkins singer sang, stating to the fact that God, whatever God does is right
Hmm.
and it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. How do you get bad and wrong out of
Yeah. Because we lose sight of the privilege.
that?
See,
Absolutely.
this is where you get it because when just like last week, because when we decided to evil,
Yes,
know know
yes.
basically how to do things without God directing me, because that's what evil is.
Right. That's what
Making
evil
up
is.
my own
Rules.
direction
Yeah. My
and
my my
rules.
my parameters.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So when we begin to know things like from within ourselves, then you know what that does? We lose sight
Yep.
that we're bottles.
That we're bottoms. We're
We lose
containers.
sight that we're containers. We start to think that we're God, that we're creators, that we are
Right. That
actually,
that that,
because
that we pouring out something.
exactly. See, we could come here and make our own earth too. We could come here and make our own things too. That's where you're getting artificial intelligence. We coming
Yes.
in making, creating things and we can manipulate how they perform and
That
be on the
that
earth
that
too.
that's our insatiable desire
That's that, that's
to
that's
be
it.
creators.
That is it.
We're
We are the
so busy.
dictators.
We are so busy trying to create. That's why everybody is into an art form.
Yeah. because I can be whatever it is that I want to be.
right.
Can step outside of what God created me as and
Right.
be whatever it is that I want to be.
I imagine.
Yeah, because we've lost sight. And this is what God is saying. If I look at it as I'm a container and I'm the disposing of the thing isn't the cruelty of it, it is the use of it has been exhausted. Thus,
A great way to put it.
it
The
is
use
going
of
to
it has
has
been
been
exhausted.
exhausted. Thus, I'm going to lay waste of it.
Yeah, it's no
It
more.
is now waste,
It's now waste. It's not. It's useless.
and it will return
It's
to
not
from which it
usable.
has come.
It has come. Right?
See, we don't look at that as, okay, that was a God-given design of the thing. No, we don't look at it as that because we know.
Was it Job that said that I came from nothing and I'm
Yeah,
returning
naked
to
I shall
nothing?
return. We are so now privileged in our thinking,
Yes.
not privileged to be here, privileged in our
That's why.
thinking.
See that? I mean, and unfortunately, very few of us realize just how important mind renewal is.
Is putting it into perspective.
Right?
And when you look up the word honor, it says high respect, great esteem. It is an honor to know God. It is highly respectable and greatly esteemed to know God. That means God highly, highly respects you and greatly esteems you to share himself with you. I was reading over in in Numbers to listening over in Numbers 22 or 24 today. And Balak came up when he was on the
Hmm.
donkey, and Balak was trying
Right?
to get Balaam to prophesy against the
Against
Israelites.
Israel?
And you
Right?
remember when Balaam was on the donkey and the donkey threw him off and he kept
Right?
beating the donkey and
Right?
and he because he wouldn't go. And so he was telling him to go the way, and the donkey wouldn't go the way. And then finally, the angel opened up the mouth so the
Right?
donkey could start talking
He
to
could
Balaam.
talk.
And then he told Balaam, asked
The
him, why you
angel of it.
hitting me? Why do you keep hitting me? And he said, wasn't I your donkey? And have I ever done this to you before? He was like, no. And then this is what was key within all of that. It said the angel opened up his eyes
Ah, so you
so that
see.
he could see. What
Yeah.
is highly, highly respectable for your eyes to be opened so that you can see the reality of what is before you. Because if he hadn't have, the angel told him, he said, because if that donkey hadn't have done what it did, you'd be dead. And guess
Yeah.
what? I would have spared the donkey. You would have been done for. Your time here would have been exhausted, and the donkey's time here would have went on. Having the mindset to understand that my time here is a privilege and my knowledge of God is honorable,
And it's all for a time and a season.
and it's all for a time in a season. And that puts life into perspective.
Right? It really does. Really,
Puts
really,
life
really, really does.
into perspective.
Yes,
See,
sir.
I can't waste time on trying to be what it is that you think I should be.
right,
I don't have time on holding grudges against you. I don't have time fighting and warring against you, man. I got to do what God has positioned me to be
right.
while I am here. And that's all I can do. That's it.
And it takes us getting past one another to
Yes. Get to
even
that
realize that there's a
realization because we are so much like Balaam and the
right.
donkey.
We argue amongst ourselves,
Yeah. Well, the donkey
and
is trying to prevent you from getting yourself killed.
right.
But because he ain't doing what you want him to do, then you mad at him and you hitting
Yeah,
him.
he beat you.
You beating him because he's not doing, and that's what happens in life.
Yeah,
That's what happens in life. Like things,
we beat up on one another.
we beat up on ourselves and one another, but things come about and it prevents you. You know, if you had thought you was supposed to be with this person and then something happens and then this person walks out of your life. You thought you were supposed to get that job and then something happened. You said something and you didn't get that job. And then you're always looking at, oh man, everything is against me. Everything is against me. Everything, no, no, no.
We never come to the
To the
conclusion how wrong
conclusion
we are.
that no, something was preventing you from going to
Right.
where you thought you needed to go
Something was exercising mercy on you.
on you to get you to do what it called you to
Right.
do. See, he was trying to get Balaam to see that no, you got to follow my direction. You got to follow my direction. And that donkey helped him to get to that place. You can call a donkey anything that's coming against you from where you're trying to go. Maybe that where you're trying to go is not where God is wanting you to go. So then now you got to try to figure out who this God is so you can understand where you need to go in life, why you have life in your body. Because you're going to be hoping for more life when you find out the life about to go from your body.
Right. Absolutely.
Because I'm quite sure all the people
Yeah.
that have committed suicide didn't think it was going to be that bad. They wanted to go quickly. That's why they picked such extremes. They
Mm.
thinking it's going to happen quickly, and then it doesn't. You suffer for a little bit as you transition, and then you like, oh wow, okay, and this ain't what I thought it was going to be. Once you get there, and now you want to come back, tell all the people not to do it.
Yep. That's what happened. That's what happened.
I don't know why this came to me, brother, but you asked me what was I hearing, and that's it. And God, knowing God is honorable, that means you are highly esteemed, highly, greatly, highly respected, greatly esteemed. Like that means God holds you in great regard for him to, just like Balaam, to open up his eyes so he could see that angel on the street about to take him out, to take his butt out. And God turned on the light. That's why I like the whole amazing grace. That's what makes that so prevalent because you realize that I turned on the light. You didn't. I turned on the light.
Mm.
For a moment, he showed you who he was. And then you got to see it and make your decision. Am I going to follow God's direction now? See, Pharaoh never did. He wanted to hold true to who he was. Pharaoh, King of Kings. Pharaoh.
His
Yeah,
self-attained
yeah.
status.
I'm King of King. I'm Lord of Lords. This is what I do. And that's us within our own domain.
Right.
See,
Right.
we don't know God trying to tell us what to do.
And so we kick and scream.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah, brother. Yeah,
All those simple examples
simple.
with simple solutions.
Yeah, it's just like last week. Just like last week. Who told you you were naked? Have
Yeah,
you been eating of the tree? So now we know how to conjure up things to do from within ourselves that God never directed us to do, never told
yeah,
us to
yeah,
do,
he never told you that.
never told us to do that. We're conjuring it up. It's just coming up.
And there's an endless supply.
Endless supply. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We could just make it up as we go. Make it up as we go. Ad living. That's what people call it. Ad living.
Yeah, yeah, endless,
Yeah,
yeah,
we don't have to stick to the script.
yeah.
See, God wrote out a script for our lives, but we don't have to
We can
stick to it.
we can wing it.
Yeah, now we can wing it. Now we can just make it up as we go. Yeah, yeah, we can just make it up as we go. And because he
Wow.
loved us so much, he decided I'm going to wrap myself in flesh, come to this earth, and show these people how I want them to be on earth.
Yeah.
And then we was like, nah, we got to get rid of him too.
You don't need that reminder.
We don't need that. We don't need that at all. We don't want that. We don't want that visual. Yeah,
Everybody giving to everybody else.
right. We we're having to lay down this life that we have. Nah,
Right.
no, sir.
No, no,
No, sir. No, sir.
no. Is our red light blinking?
Mm.
I say, is our red light blinking? The recording light.
Right, right. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still on.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who told you you were naked?
Who told you?
Who told you you was King of King and Lord of Lords?
You know, but that is such a valid question.
Yeah, yeah,
That's such a relevant question.
yeah,
Who told you?
yeah.
Now how you come by it?
Mm-mm.
Who told
Ooh,
you? Let's get straight to the
ooh.
source.
Because God is saying, I did not.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't
This
tell
is
you.
what God is saying. I did not. See, I didn't tell you you were naked.
Right.
You didn't see. This is what's amazing about that, the beauty in that. This is what you have, like, not you, but this is what people lens. This is the scales coming off a person's eyes. They were naked. God never said they were naked.
No.
So when they saw one another, they looked at it as this is who you are. See, now I can't even look at you, brother, as who you are. Because because you got to be clothed. You know what I mean? Like a literal set. You got to have some clothes on, brother. But animals, they wear their clothes, and that's who they are.
There's no problem with that.
That's who they are. You know what I mean? We can't look at each other for who we are because we're gonna see that we're naked. Oh Lord, you naked. You gotta go put some clothes on, old time. Young one, you gotta go put you some clothes on. Because now notice this. When you're a baby,
No problem.
no problem.
No problem.
They're babies.
Hey, they're innocent.
Do you see what I mean? Makes sense when you're babies. See them because all you see is a baby.
That's all.
It's a baby.
That's what you see. It's a baby.
It's a baby.
It ain't pretending to be nothing else.
Nothing else. It's a baby. Not a boy, not a girl. It's a baby.
Just a baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you notice or not, and we don't allow them to stay babies very long.
No.
We got to grow them up.
Got to get them up. Got to get them into their adulthood so that they can be independent
Yeah.
and do their own.
Not ready for it, but we're gonna make you independent anyway.
Hey, so
And throw you out.
you can follow your own directions.
Mm,
Yeah, now you can dictate where you want to do or how you want to do it. Da 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 da.
with all these predators out here to misuse.
Snap them, snatch them up. To snatch them up.
How thoughtless.
Thoughtless, brother.
Mm.
Thoughtless. Thoughtless.
And they're being produced by the millions.
Yeah, yeah,
But now that's what I mean. That's and the purpose of God and the knowledge of God is just pushed aside
yeah. Nah, nah, nah. Nah, because I'm making up my own direction.
because
I'm calling my shots.
yeah, you may get some answers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm calling my shots. I'm calling my shots. Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Calling your own shots. And this is what's crazy. You calling your own shots in a world that you didn't design. You didn't
Right,
design this place.
right.
You have no
You
idea.
you didn't purpose it.
You didn't. You have no idea. You have no idea. And you down here trying to call your shots in a place that you don't even understand the conditions of. And you're expecting to be okay?
Yeah,
I mean, that's bold, one. Two,
yeah,
crazy, not wise. That's like
yeah,
going down into an ocean thinking you can breathe.
yeah. I can swim.
I came back. I was not trying to go back there, but they
I
came
can
back.
swim. I can swim.
I can swim.
Yeah, I can swim. It's not big enough for me not to be able to
Right.
swim.
All I got to do is kick my head, kick my legs, and
Yeah,
move my
that's all.
arms. Make
That's
sure
all.
I breathe.
Yeah, make sure I breathe. Make sure I only breathe when my mouth is out of the water.
Right? You're not familiar with the conditions.
Right.
You're not familiar with the wind, with the waves.
Yeah.
You have no foggy idea how to swim in such conditions.
Yeah. You got to
You don't know
establish you got to establish a rhythm.
you don't even know how cold it is.
Right.
You don't know the temperature. Freeze to death. Body goes into shock. You over here trying to swim? Sir, you are not gonna want to swim. You gonna want somebody to save you, or you just gonna
It's
give up and
it
drop
instantly.
instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
But you think,
That's why I
but
watch them Alaskan shows and folks get out
mm,
in the wilderness talking about how how wonderful it is to be out there in the wild and so forth and so
Mm-hmm.
on, and then realize don't fall in the water.
Hey,
Don't fall in the water.
hey, life changes
Yeah,
real quick.
don't fall out of the tree.
Yeah, life changes real quick.
Yeah, don't fall off the mountain.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's while we being king of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And nah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's good, Corey. That's good.
Hmm. Yeah.
To see that example of Miriam and Aaron. See, and you sit there and you say to yourself, where did all that come from?
Right.
Who told you?
Right. Who
Been
told you?
been eating of the tree.
Been eating of the tree, following their own direction,
Hmm.
following their own direction.
Absolutely.
The amazing part was you knew God chose Moses from the very beginning.
From the very beginning. He hadn't chosen you.
You believed God. You didn't believe Moses.
Right,
So why now? Why now are you questioning Moses? When you believe God chose Moses, you didn't believe Moses chose Moses.
right.
That's why you went. And not only did you believe that, you wrote a whole little old word of psalm. You wrote a whole song praising God,
Yeah.
worshiping God for what God did. You didn't write it to Moses. So why are you worried about what Moses is doing? You should be focusing on what God is doing because you have the honor of knowing God,
How about that?
the honor of knowing God.
And see, and you can make that same argument for an assembly of believers, so-called believers.
Exactly.
Exact same argument.
Exactly.
But you know God.
Know God. You have the honor of knowing God.
You know God.
And even in that, right? Put that in perspective. What am I saying when I say you know God? You understand a certain whatever extent that God put us here and God is directing us all.
Right.
You have that at a bare minimum.
Yes.
Whether you know God or in the light that Moses knows him
Yes.
or not, you know that
Yes.
he chose Moses and you
Right.
know that he rescued you all from
Right.
Pharaoh. You saw all of the plagues. You saw all of that. You saw what was happening to those Egyptians. You saw it with your own eyes, like you are a
Yeah.
witness.
You're a witness.
You are a witness to what was going on with Pharaoh's house, how they lost all of their firstborns. Even the animals that belonged to the Egyptians lost their firstborn. Like, wait a minute. I don't know what they called each other, but you know what I'm saying? Over here looking around like animals just dropping, like, wait a minute. You a cow, you just standing up, next thing you know, boom. You can't even eat now. It's like this dude done fell on my favorite spot of grass that I used to eat. I don't even want to eat today now.
Yeah.
When the water turned into blood and nobody had any
They,
water to
they,
drink.
they experienced that. Can
Hey,
you imagine? Can you imagine the thought of that? All
can't
your water has turned to
to
blood.
blood, all of it, all of it. And then this clown over here talking about, go pray to your God and tell it that I have sinned. He's saying he's sinned. Wait a minute, you sinned? I didn't know you even knew that word. Because you're God, right?
Right.
Oh, but now because this water blood, now you sin. Yeah, go pray to your God and tell him I've sinned.
And instantly thirsty.
Right. Instantly. Now you got to fast for a few days. Can't drink nothing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, like I said, we sort of cursorily brush over that kind of stuff, and we have no inkling of the raw naturalness of it all,
Yeah.
or the raw human emotions.
Yeah.
All of a sudden stuff you counted on
Hmm.
is worthless.
Yeah.
It doesn't count.
Yeah.
It's not what it was.
Hmm.
And all of a sudden you got to deal with that new reality.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
And that occurred. How long? How long was the 40 plagues?
Oh, I don't even know.
Well, it's just the 10 plagues.
I don't know. No idea.
It, that was a period of time.
Yeah.
It went from one plague to the next, one
Yeah.
plague to the next.
Yeah.
Got all the grasshoppers you could stand, all the
The
locusts you could
locusts,
stand,
frogs,
huh? Frogs, oh,
hail.
right. And the smell of death,
Yeah. Hmm. The darkness.
yeah, yeah,
It was dark over all of Egypt, but in
right,
Goshen, it was light.
right, right,
So they over here in the light, and then they see them over there in the darkness and can't even see them. So dark.
right,
So dark over there, you can't even see them. How God accomplished that? He brought darkness to where they are
right. And we over here basking in light.
in the light. Sun still shining. They can't see. Can't even see their hand in front of them. So dark.
Right, right.
Man, come on.
See, we don't, like I say, we can't even imagine.
No, no, we
We
can't.
can't imagine.
We can't because we don't think we don't
Yeah,
think we're
we don't.
bottles.
We're better than
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're not worthy
that,
of being disposed of.
in spite of
We're
where you said
above
it.
that. Yeah, yeah, we're above that. Despite the circumstances, you just so eloquently put it. We're above that, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the king.
And then wonder why when the fall occurs, I mean, what a fall.
Waterfall.
What a fall.
Whoa, whoa, waterfall. Mm,
What
mm,
yeah,
mm.
see that's quite a story. That's quite an illustration
Yeah,
of the difference between God and us.
right.
And we spend too much time being equal to God.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Thinking we got something to offer.
right.
We're bringing
And
something to the table.
we're not bringing anything to the table.
See, we didn't.
We,
We
we invited to his table.
exactly. Moses didn't even want to be a part of it.
Right,
I have a speech impediment. Well, how they gonna know that you sent me? Well, why would they
right,
believe me? I
right,
can't even talk. Even after he answered all them questions, then he still said, "No, I think you need to send somebody else."
right.
So
Yeah.
we can't say Moses was perfect for the job.
No, he backed into it.
Yeah, yeah. He's just like, yes, but can you let Aaron go and do some stuff? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
He like find somebody else. All right, what about your brother? He on his way. And then God was about to get rid of his butt until his sister put some blood on him. Which, you know what I mean? I don't know why he was gonna get rid of him, but he was. Just to put some blood on him. All right, then that was the Passover. He passed over because of the blood. Foreshadowing.
Yeah, yeah.
Foreshadowing.
The
Mm,
pastor. Yeah.
right.
Boy, oh boy.
So we can't sit here and be like, oh, Moses was so great. So Korah and them, oh yeah, nah, Moses, yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, we are holy. I said, oh, he gonna declare it. Korah gonna declare it over in over in number 16. You gonna declare it.
Uh-huh.
Because he had just talked about being holy
Yeah,
over in Leviticus. Nah, nah, we are holy. Okay, brother. You ain't got to come against me. You gonna go holler at God. Go holler at God. Tell him that. Tell him you're holy. All these men, respected men.
yeah.
They sat
Respect.
on the council. People knew them. So they gonna make these declarations. Because people was tired of Moses. How y'all tired of Moses? Y'all the one who told Moses to go talk to God and then he could talk to us. Y'all said that.
Yeah, y'all told Moses to shield us from God.
Right. Yeah, because we didn't want to see that. They didn't want the smoke, literally, because there was smoke
Yeah,
coming down that mountain, and they didn't
right.
want it.
They
They
were
did not want it.
smelling. They were smelling, seeing, feeling, everything.
All of it. And then they said, nah, we good. We'd rather not. But isn't that what we do? We'd rather not know that there is a
Right,
God.
right. I don't want to know. I don't want that responsibility.
No.
You still not God.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
Yeah, but I mean, but that just repeats itself over and over and
It
over
does.
again in Scripture.
It does. All the
It
way
just
to the end.
always, yeah, always telling you.
All the way to the
Just
end.
keeps repeating the endless story. I'm God, you're not.
I am God, you are not.
What a, what a story. What a
Right.
revelation. And it's all
Right.
revelation. It's all
It's
revelation.
all
All
revelation.
revelation. All revelation.
So where do we go from here?
Yeah, where do we go from here?
We go with God.
Walking in the honor.
We go with God, brother.
Walking in the honor and the privilege.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's where we go.
Yeah.
We continue. We continue. We
Yeah.
who has who has prevented you from following the truth?
Right.
Who can that be?
Right. Isn't that what he asked over in Galatians? What y'all been
Yeah,
reading?
that's what they asked. Who prevented you?
Right.
It
Yeah.
wasn't you. It wasn't you, was it?
Yeah. Leading you astray.
Yeah, leading yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it couldn't have possibly been you, was it?
Yeah.
You didn't come up with no independent ideas, did you?
Did you conjure that up yourself?
Yeah, 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 yeah. And then folks are trying to play the game like it's always somebody else that influences it. No, 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 no.
No.
That sounds like an inside job.
That's an inside job. You've been wanting to do this.
Yeah,
You know, the devil busy. Yeah, the one in you. Yeah, that's you. That's your old man that knows evil.
Right,
That's
right,
that
right,
old
right,
man that
right,
knows
right,
evil, that knows how to do things that God didn't
right.
instruct it to do.
You do. Right.
Hmm, hmm.
And I can always blame the devil.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
always blame the devil.
yeah. You
Although he's over in China somewhere.
China, way over there, way over there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's good. What was your initial proposition when you went over to when you went over the numbers before you got to number 16? Where did we go first? Numbers 3? Numbers 12.
Well,
Was it 12?
Miriam,
Yeah,
Miriam,
right.
questioning God and Moses,
And Moses, right,
like he's the only one that God speaks through.
right. And that sounds like a bunch of jealousy.
Jealousy. What has that got to do with you?
Raw base. Yeah, I mean that's just raw basic.
Yeah, what does that have to do with you?
That, that,
What did he tell
that's you.
Peter?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's that to you?
What is that to you? If I let him tarry till I return, what is that to you? You follow me.
Boy, and what a simple instruction to the church, right?
Hmm. You
You're so busy worrying about what somebody else
follow
is doing.
me. Hmm. Hmm.
I still hadn't gotten over the numbers 12. I'm heading that way.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm not sure why I need to see it, but I'm going over there to see it.
Right.
It's gonna trigger something.
Yeah.
Cushite white.
Yeah. Yeah. He married her well before he got in this
Right,
position. Yeah, they got children.
right,
And he didn't ask to be in this role. God chose him.
right. He was chosen.
Just like y'all were. Y'all didn't ask to be in this position either. You were chosen.
Me and Moses have a unique relationship.
Right.
Don't forget it.
It has nothing to do with you.
Right, right.
It has nothing to do with you. You have to
But we,
focus.
right.
Yeah.
You gotta focus on your relationship.
Hey.
You gotta hang out at your post.
Yes.
And that's what that's what distinguishes in my mind. That's what distinguishes Christianity
Hmm.
from any other expression of a man-God relationship
Yeah.
is the accountability to God.
Yeah. Right.
Millions of other people in play,
Yeah.
but it boils down to me and you.
Yeah. It boils down just to that.
Yeah.
It boils
And a
down to
constant reminder, and a constant reminder that God is judging everything.
you. Hmm. Hmm.
But no, that was good, Corey. That was absolutely good.
Yeah.
Time for everything.
Praise God.
Time for everything.
Right. Praise
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be happy, do good while they live.
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good, Corey.
Yes, sir. Praise God, brother.
Absolutely.